Budapest Talk Night. Let's talk about one by one in today. Thank you for coming. And if you don't mind, can you introduce yourself? Yeah.
Ladies first.
Oh, well, where's the lady? My name's Patricia Finney. I have a pen name, which is P.F. Chisholm, and I write historical novels, I write blogs, I do a video of the Historical Novelist Guide to ... And I do all sorts of things. This is just one of them, but it's great. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
My name is Alex McIntosh. I'm from Canada. There'll be a Canadian flag right around
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'm from Canada, I lived in South Korea for around 8 years of my life.
Oh, 8 years.
I've been here in Budapest for 1 year, but before that, I was in your country.
Yes. How was it in Korea? Yeah.
Oh, it was a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Time goes by so fast in South Korea. It's amazing. Yeah.
I know you like 뼈해장국.
I love
and soju as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially jamong soju.
Jamong soju.
Yeah.
What is jamon soju?
Jamong means grapefruit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like the grapefruit flavored soju.
Soda or?
Soju, it's their rice wine.
Oh, right.
So you brought some for
Soju.
today's. You brought some for today's.
Jamong soju?
Yeah, our talk today.
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I'm an English teacher. I'm also a speech coach and a workshop presenter here in Budapest. We do lots of different workshops, communication-based workshops, plus things like goal setting and interview skills and confident public speaking skills like this. Yeah, this is what I do here in Budapest.
Here in Budapest.
Thank you for having me. I'm overjoyed to be here.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming, both of you. Really? Oh, who is coming? Okay. So now you join, and then can you introduce yourself shortly?
Hi, my name is Daniel.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm 23 years old, Hungarian citizen, video game and dog enthusiast. Nice to see you all.
And now we are into the Korean topic, and then first of all we are talking about skyrocket of private education expense. Yeah, it's quite
a mouthful.
Quite difficult topic. So let me show you some graph first. Yes, it's the expenditure of private education is getting increased year by year, and then now we are spending more than $300 per month. Per month. Yeah, per month.
Yes.
Each children, each student,
For each child.
each
Yes.
Child.
each child. Yeah, each child.
That's bugger all.
And more than 70.5% in total children in Korea, they are participating private education. Yeah.
Is state education so bad then?
No, they do that as well. They do go to school all day, and then this is outside education.
It's like extracurricular
After
classes.
Extracurricular
After
classes.
school
I see.
courses.
So it's not private education like we have it in England.
Not in a private school setting,
Yeah.
although there are international schools,
Yeah.
but this is outside school study.
Yeah, I
$300 a month. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is a lot then.
Yeah.
I was
But the
just
number
thinking-
of those students that actually take part in these private classes are actually
Private classes,
decreasing.
yes. Decreasing?
Yes, that's what I read. That even though that
Really?
the number of children taking part in these private classes are decreasing. However, those children, or rather their parents, are spending more and more on these classes, and the demand is increasing for these private classes. This is what I read, but
Really?
yeah.
What is the source of news to in order to reduce private education expense? Do you have any idea, or can you introduce your country how it's going? Because I already collected some information, Canada and UK and Hungary as well.
Oh, let's hear it.
And according to the OECD data, here I found primary to post-secondary non-territory. Actually, I don't know the vocabulary about territory.
It's university.
Tertiary.
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 University.
Elementary school, high school,
High school?
university.
Okay, fine. So in total
So this
GDP
is non-tertiary, so it's just high school.
high school. Okay. This is first time to hear about this vocabulary. So, okay. So percentage of GDP in private spending on education is 0.58% in UK, which is the highest level in the world.
Yeah, but you're not comparing like with like, because in England, after-school classes are popular, but they're more usually PE or football classes or ballet, and they will tutor on. I would call that private tutoring. So children private tutoring, but they don't work nearly as hard as Korean children. I can tell you that.
Korean kids do that too. They do their instrument. They do their dance. They
do dance. They never have a.
Korean kids do too, and in English and math and one more subject that's low.
Yeah, those are the most popular subjects, by the way, that they take private classes in: mathematics, English, and Korean.
Yeah, mathematics, English. Yeah.
And
but
I'm going to shut up. You know much more.
I don't think so.
for high school students, they are not able to sleep more than 6 hours. Meaning that they.
It's really bad for them.
Yes, this Korean
It
history.
will stunt their growth, and it will reduce their ability to remember anything.
Exactly. Like it's not helpful for memory, for concentration.
Exactly. It's absolutely
Cognitive skills.
idiotic.
But it will stop them from getting pregnant.
Maybe, but I don't.
High school pregnancy rate will stay down because they're too tired to do anything. They're too tired to go on a date.
Yeah.
But
This is a benefit.
not all students, but about 40% of Korean high school students sleep just fewer than 6 hours a day. According to the.
I think that 1 hour of sleep loss, in other words, if you want to sleep 8 hours and you only sleep 7 hours, is correlated with 30% reduction in memory. And 2 hours is something like 50% reduction in memory. So I would wonder if any Korean parents have thought of trying the experiment of allowing their children to sleep a bit longer.
Never heard of that.
But she's talking about the high school
And
student.
high school students need at least 8 hours.
In their
At least
teenagers.
eight.
A very good book by a guy called Matthew Walker, I think, called Why We Sleep, which is fascinating. Now, I don't agree with him totally on everything, but what he says is that while we're asleep, our brains, effectively, there's a kind of a fluid that washes out all of the poisons, all of the toxins, and things like
During the sleeping.
While we're asleep. It only works while we're asleep. And it clears out all the dirt, which is why you feel so terrible if you've not got any sleep the night before, because you haven't cleaned out your brain.
But I think it's so impossible to believe that they will the parents over time don't realize how unhealthy this is for their children, because
I'm sure they don't. No
sleep
parent's
deprivation.
gonna deliberately damage their children. They're doing it for their benefit.
They have very high expectations for them.
So can you tell me your some idea how we can reduce private education expense? How we can focus on public education?
As a teacher, the best way to learn a language is to live in the language. So I know lots of Korean parents send their children to New Zealand for a semester, or Australia or Canada, US. I think that's the best way, because they're learning from their peers and their teacher, not just the teacher. Save their money and use it to send their children abroad.
Okay, what about this case? Because they don't have enough money to send their children to abroad. Then what about in this case, how we can get through?
I would suggest that you get the government to spend more on good education and really ramp up the education that the children get in schools. And private tuition, yes, of course, it's going to help to a certain extent, but not if they're not getting enough sleep. And also, children need time to get bored. They need time to be able to just stare into space and wonder about nothing.
Yeah,
where creativity comes from. And if they're always on a schedule, and this happens in America, Canada, and in England, this is not just Korea, they're never going to be creative. The other side of it is that the government should spend serious amounts of money, just as it should, and it doesn't in America, and just as it should, and it doesn't in England.
Or in Hungary.
Or in
For that
Hungary.
regard.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know,
I know exactly.
it's a universal problem. Governments don't actually really want an educated voters.
They
They
don't.
don't want educated voters. But there must be some way of convincing the dear politicians to do it. There must be a way. So
Then
pay
we should
more,
vote
spend more.
vote the person who promised to spend more public education part.
And
Yeah,
ideally
we should
he
find out
or
a
she-
candidate in the election.
Keeps the promise.
He or she should be somebody who will actually keep the promise.
You know, South Korea is historically a collectivist society rather than an individualist. So I feel like the children growing up in that society feel much more pressured to live up to their societal expectations rather than their parents. And until there's going to be a shift in the cultural trend, and which will make maybe the next generation, maybe these children that are completely burned out at the age of 16, 17, not getting enough sleep and being tired all the time,
That's the
with
entire
Gucci bags under their eyes. Maybe in 20 years they will say, you know what, I'm not going to do this to my child.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe this will become a collective norm in the society, or at least the next trend coming with the next generation. I think that's the best we can hope for, but that is a solution that is 20 years to come, I think.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
How much private tuition did you get when you were a child?
No,
You didn't get any?
actually I was living in very countryside. So I never spent even $1. I never spent about private education expense.
And
So that-
now you're
And
here.
now you're here.
Your story should be televised.
Yeah.
now.
That's why I'm English. My English is still not good.
Well,